life-giving message is clear to people. That is our covenant as a community. And here's the lesson about the Jews. نَبَذُوهُ وَرَاءَ ظُهُورِهِمْ. And they put it behind their backs. They put this kitab, they put this message behind their back. And they sold it for a small price. In other words, what was the price they sold it for? They put it behind their back to get the world. They turned away from the book and their obligations so that what they might pursue the world. But Allah says, what a miserable price, right? What a miserable trade they made. That's a warning to us that we not put this book behind our back and put this message behind our back. We hide this book. We hide this message. No. With community, our role, which wallahi overall has not been fulfilled. Because we know that the majority of people in Lexington do not understand this message. We have a lot to do, brothers and sisters. So here's the covenant. Surah Tawbah, late Medina. Some people think the last surah revealed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna Allah hashtara min al-mu'minina anfusahum wa amwalahum بأن لهم الجنة يقاتلون في سبيل الله فيقتلون ويقتلون وعدا عليه حقا في التوراة والإنجيل والقرآن ومن أوفى بعهده من الله فاستبشروا ببيعكم الذي بايعتم به وذلك هو الفوز العظيم. Allah says, Allah has traded, bartered from the believers their lives and their wealth, and for them in return is the garden. So there's the bay'ah, there's the mithaq. You give your lives, you give your wealth to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He will give you in return Jannah. That's the deal. When we say Shahada, that's the deal we're making. I surrender my life to you, O Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I submit all my material wealth to you, O Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I will be faithful to you. And in return, inshallah, we will be blessed with the eternity of blessed existence. Not 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, not 100 years of hardship in this world, but eternal bliss. That's the deal. What a wonderful deal. But what's our part? Just make no mistake about it. That's my whole point. What's our part? We have to commit our lives and our wealth to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His cause. And as the verse continues, it says, and they struggle, explaining what this bay'ah is all about. They struggle in the path of Allah. Some slay and some are slain. A promise binding on him in truth in the Torah and the Injil and the Quran. And who is more faithful in his bay'ah and his covenant than Allah? So rejoice in the bargain. Istabshiru. Rejoice in this trade that Allah has offered you. Rejoice in this bargain which you have made. That is the supreme achievement. وَقُولُوا قَوْلًا هَذَا وَاسْتَغْفِرُ اللَّهَ لَكُمْ وَلَكُمْ. Alhamdulillah. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Brothers and sisters, let us be clear that we have a task to finish this masjid. Inshallah, we will have a dinner tomorrow. Celebration. Our first event inside the masjid. So everybody's invited. Everybody come. Join with us in celebrating this first little step. But we're not finished. We have still some way to go in terms of cash to finish. Join with us in that. But more importantly, let's join together. Let's put our hands together. Let's bring our hearts together to, inshallah, live out the ideal of community. Community to fulfill Allah's promise to us, to fulfill the covenant that we really have made when we say Shahada, that we will give our lives and we will give our wealth to Allah in return for paradise. And let us not sit on the sidelines. You know, in certain hadith, Medina and Surah, right? In one scene, Muslims will be divided. And it'll be clear to some Muslims, whoa, we're not going to paradise. And those Muslims will say to the other Muslims, that it's clear that they're going to go to paradise. He said, whoa, they say, wait, we were with you. We were with you. And what's the response? قالوا بلى ولكنكم فتنتم أنفسكم وتربصتم وارتبتم وغرتكم الأماني. So in this scene, they'll say, we were with you, wait a minute. And the Muslim will respond, no. You put yourself in trial. And you waited. And this is what I'm focused on. Tarabastum. Tarabastum means literally wait, but it actually means to kind of go aside and then wait and watch what happens. In other words, what did they do? See, what was their sin? The Muslims are coming together to build their masjid. They're coming together to, share their wealth among the poor of the Muhajirin. They're coming together to, main thing, to fight the Quraysh who are trying to wipe them out. But what did they do? They went to the margins. They went to the sideline. They sat on the fence. That's another good. They sat on the fence and just watched. That's their sin. They're supposed to be sama'na wa ta'na. We hear, we obey. But no, they weren't doing that. They were tarabbastum. So Allah says that they put themselves in fitna. They put themselves in fitna, in trial. And then they sat on the sidelines. And then they doubted. What did they doubt? The hereafter. Or maybe they doubted the mission. They doubted Muhammad is not going to be successful. Why am I going to give all my time? This is not going to work. Maybe that's what their doubt. Or the tabatum. They doubted. And then their desires deceived them. Their desires for wealth, their desires for status in the world, it deceived them. So what? They didn't give. They didn't get involved. They were focused on the material things of this world. A man needed deceived them, and that was their sin. May Allah protect us from this. May Allah protect us all from falling into sin and wrong. May Allah protect us from being complacent and sitting on the sideline while the work that needs to be done. May Allah protect us from any doubts about this deen, doubts about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, doubts about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and doubts about the hereafter. Clear us of all doubts. And Allah, help us not to be servants of our desires. Help us to be servants only of Allah, that we might always love and obey and surrender to you, O Allah, and not to this world. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على قوم الكافرين اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات Allah forgive us, the believers, men and women, those who have come before us and those who live now. Allah, forgive us our faults, our shortcomings, and our mistakes. Allah, cover us with your blessing and help us to be strong Muslims and to be strong community in this world. Give us Allah.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
So make sure your rows are straight. Make sure no gaps between you. Make sure the row before you is filled. And let us pray this prayer is our farewell prayer on earth. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين والمرسلات عرفا فالعاصفات عصفا والناشرات نشرا فالفارقات فرقا فالملقيات ذكرا عذرا أو نذرا إنما توعدون لواقع فإذا النجوم طمست وإذا السماء فرجت وإذا الجبال نصفت والرسل قطتت لأي يوم أجلت ليوم الفصل وما أدراك ما يوم الفصل ويل يومئذ للمكذبين. الله سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. ويل يومئذ للمكذبين إن المتقين في ظلال وعيون وفواكه مما يشتهون كلوا واشربوا هنيئا بما كنتم تعملون إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين. ويل يومئذ للمكذبين كلوا وتمتعوا قليلا إنكم مجرمون. ويل يومئذ للمكذبين فإذا قيل لهم اركعوا لا يركعون. ويل يومئذ للمكذبين فبأي حديث بعده يؤمنون. الله. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم.